Hi everyone, Nigel here from Hand Pain No More. Today, I want to share with you and discuss about this condition called skier's thumb, also known as gamekeeper's thumb. Medically, it's known as the ulnar collateral ligament injury of the thumb, right? It's really common in skiers, very common in gamekeeper. Gamekeeper, by the way, it just means goalkeepers, goalies. People who play soccer, rugby, not rugby, soccer and football. Right, they are more at risk of this. So before I explain why, let me explain to you what is this condition. So I made a drawing on my thumb. I hope you can see it over here, right? So if we're talking about the knuckle of the thumb. So the knuckle of the thumb, there's two location of ligaments: the location of the outside and the location of the inside over here. So for this condition specifically, it's the injury of the ligament on the inside part of the thumb joint. So what happens is that there's two ligaments here. Collectively, they're known as ulnar collateral ligament. So that's the easiest for me to share right now. And for what happens that the thumb is overly stretched in this manner, away from the normal. See, this way is away from the normal. This way. So, say for example, a skier, they are skiing with a skiing stick and they're trying to go forward. But what happens that if they lodge their stick too deep, and then the stick doesn't budge, but their body is moving forward. And then what happens is that the stick will pull their thumb away from their hand, and this will cause the ligaments to tear. In mild cases, it doesn't tear, it just sprain. But in many cases, because you're going such speed, it can fully rupture and fully tear because of the nature of skiing, right? Why it's also common for goalkeepers is because, for goalkeepers, gamekeepers, they're wearing their gloves, right? And they're waiting for the ball to come so they can protect and prevent the ball from entering to the goal. So this way, they're holding their hands out so that they can catch the ball. But what happens is that sometimes the ball is just so fast or it spins in a certain way. Instead of catching it with all the full palm and full 10 fingers, what happens is that the whole ball and the speed just latches onto just the thumb. And what happens with the full power of the ball, with the speed, it pushes again the thumb away from the hand or the palm, right? That high force can definitely tear both ligaments of the ulnar collateral ligament of the thumb, confirm, right? So that's the reason why it's known as skier's thumb or gamekeeper's thumb or goalkeeper's thumb. But that being said, do you think it's just limited to skiers to get it or gamekeepers to get it? Of course not. Anybody who uses the hand in this manner can get it. Anybody. Seriously. So just think about it, right? Okay, right now, you think about it. Who does this? Bicyclists, motorcyclists. So if you hold your hand this way to cycle or to ride a bike, and then if you suddenly jam brake, right? So your hand will move forward because naturally you just move forward. But what happens to your thumb? Where's your thumb? Thumb's at the bottom, your thumb comes up, goes this way, right? Can you imagine how easy is it for you to just tear this ulnar collateral ligament of your thumb joint? It's really easy. Just cycling and motorcycling. Can a driver get it? Of course. The car driver whose hand is this way, if the car suddenly jam brake and your body goes forward, or you actually your hand move forward, and your thumb will get latched onto the steering wheel, and then it goes backwards. And then again, you can tear these ligaments, this ulnar collateral ligament of your thumb joint, and then you can get skier's thumb or gamekeeper's thumb. In fact, it's not even restricted to just that. Cleaners, cleaners who, let's say they have a mop and they're mopping the floor and the floor is too slippery. If they just slip and then the mop pulls it backward, there you go. You can develop skier's thumb. If you are taking public transport in a bus, right, or a train, and you're holding onto the pole, right, and the bus or train just suddenly stop, the whole body may, if you really have a lot of people pushing you from the back, or you really lose your balance, your thumb can open up and tear the ligament inside. Yes. Or commonly, a lot of parents, moms and dads, grandparents, they come to me with the same conditions as well, because the little one, they could be 1 year old, 2 years old, 3 years old, may slip and fall, and they catch onto the thumb, and then they fall and pull the thumb of the grandparents, of the parents, of the aunties and uncles, and that pop, the ligaments can tear, and there you go. you already get to develop skier's thumb or gamekeeper's thumb. It's actually really easy condition to develop. It's quite an annoying one actually. So then let's talk about the severity of it. And there's different severity. It can be mild, it can be moderate, it can be severe. So the severe is easiest to talk about. Severe means that the ligament is fully ruptured. Okay, that means the ligament has torn apart. You can see it in my image over here, up here, like over here, this one, right? See, this torn ulnar collateral ligament. That is a fully most severe version of skier's thumb, where the ligament has torn. For mild and moderate, basically, moderate means basically there's a partial tear, there's some instability, there's some pain, but it's still, the ligaments are still together, maybe tear up to 50%, you know what I mean? Or slightly more than 50%. Mild means that there's very, very small tearing or more of a sprain with no instability. And depends on what, how severe your injuries are, the treatment is different across the different range of injuries. So what can be done? So it really depends on what you want to achieve. It depends how severe it is, how old you are, how active you are, how much pain you're experiencing, how long it's been, what you wish to participate in, if you want or don't want surgery. So it really depends on you. So typically most surgeons, if they see that you are not very sporty, you are not very active, right? And most of the time you just spend time caregiving or doing housework or administrative or consulting work, you can actually do without a surgery, right? You can just have hand therapy with us. Hand therapy, I can consult you. You can just do hand therapy, have some periods of immobilization to leave it be. And then I can coach you, and my hand therapy team can help you build your strength, your range of motion later, right? But if you tell me, or you tell a surgeon, say, hey, I want my hand to be tip top, I want my hand to be 100%. I don't like it to pop in, pop out because of there's no ligament there, you know, keep popping in and out, right? I don't like that feeling at all. I just want it to be stable again. Then the doctor say, okay, maybe you can consider reconstructive surgery if it's fully torn. Or if it's really painful, say, doctor, there's so much pain for this skier's thumb. Can there something be done? Oh yeah. So if you do an MRI, if it's really, really fully torn, you can do again reconstructive surgery. Or if it's partially torn and a lot of pain, you can just consider getting a jab, right? So it really depends, again, as I said, how severe it is, how old and active you are, how much pain you're experiencing, how long you have experienced it, what you wish to participate in, and if you want to do one surgery. So that's all I have for you today about skier's thumb. If any questions or anything you want to ask me, just comment down below or just reach out to me and I'll talk to you again soon. You take care, guys. See you.